local body is otherwise called BBMP in Karnataka. In different district it might be in different name. If you go to Mangalore, it will be in different name, not BBMP. So Mangalore Corporation will be there. So they are responsible. Now, why separate title is given for biomedical waste is, if any waste generated from hospitals and medicine manufacturing industry, paramedical industry, those wastes are not being carried by the BBMP people. They will not come inside any hospitals or any medical manufacturing plant. That is not their responsibility. That is whose responsibility is? Hospital's responsibility. Hospital have separate solid waste collection system. They are different from public waste or the residential waste, commercial waste, etc. These can be handled by the residential people alone and it can be transferred. The biomedical wastes are different characteristics that is discussed in today's class. Now, it is a market of around 20,000 crore of rupees. If you are handling biomedical waste, you can earn money of 20,000 rupees per year. Biomedical waste sources, not only in hospitals, you have different sources, but major is hospital and nursing homes. For what are the purpose the biomedical wastes are generated here? Patient care, surgery and diagnostic services. You throw that waste, that becomes a biomedical waste. And primary healthcare centers, the patient handling capacity will be different. In clinics, you have around below 10 number of treatment facilities or beds might be there. If it is in hospital, it might be 100 plus. So like that, there is a volume difference. So that is the difference between healthcare centers and hospitals. Laboratories are there. Now, how much crore market? In the sense, 21,000 crore market is biomedical waste. If you are taking waste from a hospital, you will be paid for that. The hospital waste will be given by some other XYZ consultant. That consultant will be getting the money. There is a high amount of market in 2024 and it reaches to further high in 2030. Now, what are the other types? Are veterinaries. Veterinaries are what? Veterinary institutions are for animals. Those who are treating animals also will be having this kind of waste, animal care and treatment for research, blood banks, biotechnological institution. Waste similar to municipal waste, degradable organic waste. Organic waste are nothing but what? Degradable. So majorly it consists of that. The same way, biomedical waste also have waste similar to municipal waste. And what is the next higher? 10.6% is what? Paramedical and cytotoxic waste. See, I will discuss what is cytotoxic waste and rest of them are much lesser than that. Now, biomedical waste generation by facility type. Biomedical waste majorly generated by whom? 64.5% by hospitals. Next higher is clinics. Clinics are nothing but lower scale hospitals. So, which are 16%. So, if you add this, how much percentage? Then 80% of biomedical is purely from hospitals. So, rest of them are nursing homes, veterinary clinics. Veterinaries are animal treating places. So, those are only 5.2% and rest of the things are research facility labs, etc. This consists of very less amount of biomedical waste. Now, what are the other source? I have told you. Even dental clinics also comes under hospitals, but dental hospitals generate very less amount of biomedical waste. How much percentage? Only 2.6. Out of 100, only 2.6% of waste generated by the dental hospitals. Now, these are the other sources of waste. Now, for biomedical waste, there is a different color of bins. Municipal solid waste, what are the four colors? Red, blue, green, yellow. These are the four colors. For biomedical waste, you have red, blue. Instead of green, you have what color? Black color. Black colors are what? See, you see what are the materials? Food materials, kitchen waste, etc. Teacups, then cover works, etc. These are all coming under what? Black. But in solid waste management, what is that color for this? green color. Now, additionally, you have a separate color of white. What are white color is? In hospitals, during any operations or injections, they use sharp objects, blades, sharp needles, etc. It has to be thrown in separate bins called the white color bin. What is red color used for? In solid waste management, plastics. The same way in biomedical waste also it is plastic. Can you see tubes, syringes are made with plastics, etc. The same way you have plastic oriented items here. This should be thrown in red color. Yellow color is used for all organics. All organic in the sense our organs, waste might be there. So, and expired medicine, etc. has to be thrown in yellow color. Blue color is used for what? Glass items, bottles, etc. In solid waste management, blue color is used for the same glass items in solid waste management. Here also same. This is a categorization. There are three laws are there. In India, hospital waste carry biomedical waste. 2016 it has to be followed. Now you see, wherever you see the dustbin in the hospitals, you can see the symbol. What does this symbol mean? Every bin has this symbol. What is the difference between solid waste management basket and hospital basket is you will be having this symbol. You have to understand that this is biomedical waste baskets. Metallic objects and waste, can it be recycled? Metallic objects are what? Stainless steel, copper, aluminium, etc. After using that, can you recycle again? Yes or no? Yes, you can heat that material, you can recycle it and reuse again. That is why it is collected separately. Why we want to collect in the sense, that's why in first slide I have shown you how much revenue they generate. 21,000 crore they generate. How they are generating in the sense? By separately collecting, by handling, by disposing. Now, let us come to characteristics. Main characteristics of biomedical waste is, if you are handling the biomedical waste, infections will spread. Bacteria, virus and fungi, parasites spreading, that is the first character. Next thing is hazardous and toxic. Sir, it is not like the municipal waste what we are handling, it will not catch immediate effect. But the biomedical waste have immediate effect. One of the example I will tell. There is a scan for organs. Organs in the sense, is my heart working? See, now you are in the age of 20. You see the people who are crossing above 50, 60 or 70, lungs will get problem. Heart, brain, tissues, blood vessels, everything separately, they will be having some problem. For each and everything, this kind of equipments are there. Before doing this kind of CT scans, they will be injecting this kind of chemicals. See, have you heard about this chemical technetium 99? Before letting into the CT scan, they will be injecting you this medicine. After injection only, you will be held inside this equipment and your organs will be scanned. Sir, what will happen? This is a radioactive element. If it is thrown outside, it is hazardous and it infects the person who is handling. So, if you are taking too much of this medicine also, it will spoil your organs. So, like that, this waste is also thrown. So, what are the organ related scans are there? You see PET scans are there and iodine scans for thyroid issue. Sir, not all the scans are same. People who are having thyroid cancer, thyroid issues will be letting into different scans and their injecting materials will also be different. That material will be iodine 131, similar to this. Not all the medicines are same. If for a particular organ you have particular type of medicine, it will be injected, then only you will be sent to the radioactive things. Why? Because these element will go to the particular organ and it will reflect and the organs will be particularly taken in the scan. So, you have different types of lipomia like that. This waste has to be separately taken in order for the waste management. And position Emission tomography of organs, tissues are used for molecular level. PET. PET scan I have told you, no. What do you mean by PET scan is position, emission, tomographic, organ and tissue working molecular level. Sir, for what purpose it has been used is molecular level. The doctors will use, if we are saying that our heart is pumping for 155 pumps per minute. If it is pumping like that, in the sense, the doctors will check tissue level, how it is working, due to what their heart is working like this. Like that, they go into detail into the scan. See, if you are doing a microscopy, how much microscopic level you are going is a key parameter there. If you zoom it in 1 into 10 power 3 micron, certain objects will be seen. If you further zoom it, the bacteria will be seen. And viruses are much smaller than bacteria. I hope you are aware of. If you want to see microscope, you have to further zoom it. So like that, the different zooming levels are there. Particular chemicals are used for zooming the particular level of your organ. This chemical is being thrown out. It has to be treated in a separate way. Now, biodegradable components are there. Sharp and physical objects, which has to be separated in white color. And chemical reactivity. There are some drugs which are used. These are some medicines which are majorly used to kill the cells. See, if you use any medicines, it will protect your cells and it will protect your body. But some drugs are there, it will directly go and kill that cell. Sir, for what purpose they use this? Have you heard about chemotherapy? Those who are having cancers, they will be using some drugs. That drug will particularly go to that organ and kill that cell. The primary purpose of that drug is to kill the cells. What it will do, the side effects will happen. If it is misworking, nearby that cell or nearby that organ, those cells are there, it will kill all the cells related to that. Those who are in the treatment, they lose their hair, their skins will be changing the color, some rashes will come. Why it is coming like that? In the sense, they are under some treatment, that particular drug will create side effects. What will happen if the people who are handling those kind of waste, the same effect will be harming that waste handling people also, or radiotropes. The hospital waste are radioactive and the radioactive element will affect your skins. Categories of biomedical waste. So far I have told you what are the source and characteristics of biomedical waste. Now, how they treat, this is an important thing you should know. They have dispersed into 9 number of categories. All the waste which are discharged from the biomedical waste has been categorized into first one, human anatomical waste, yellow color bins. They collect that and what they do? Incinerate. They will let it into a container. Close the container, they will burn it and they will make it into the ash. These are all organs, no? Anatomical waste are human organs. Thing is, animal waste, what they do is incinerate or deep burial. Sharp waste are disinfected. Sharp waste are what? Syringes, blades, they will not incinerate those things. What they will do is, they will disinfect. Discarded medicine waste are incinerated, solid waste are incinerated, liquid waste are disinfection. All the liquid waste coming out from the operation theatres, before letting into sewage, they are disinfected. What happens if they are not disinfecting? That bacteria will merge into the normal sewage. High amount of bacteria and contaminated virus will be there. That is why liquid waste has to be disinfected by chemical treatment, has to be discharged into the drains. Yes, chemical wastes are chemically treated and discharged. What is the purpose of giving this awareness is to spread. You should know where you are. Is the particular waste is thrown in that particular basket and it is treated. This thing you should know. MCQ question. Which of the following is a non-infectious source of biomedical waste? Which waste doesn't have infections? Paramedical industry doesn't have the infectious source. The major source of biomedical waste is hospitals. Hospital is B. Next one. Biomedical waste from mortuaries mainly include. D is tissues and organs. In mortuaries, what they will do? Postmortems. Mortuaries, they will do postmortem and will be having that dead body. Cytotoxic drug waste should be disposed of by, before any scans, they will be injecting some drugs. I have told you, selenium, iodine 131, those drugs are called cytotoxic. They are radiative. What you should do with radiative waste? B is called incineration at high temperatures more than 1200 degrees centigrade. Sharp waste is characterized by, what is the character of sharp waste? B is ability to cause cuts and puncture injuries. Next one. Pathological waste mainly consists of, A is animal tissues and organs. Next one. The most common hazard associated with biomedical waste is spread of infections. Next one. Liquid biomedical waste must be treated by, C is called neutralize, followed by the discharge. Now, the responsibility for biomedical waste management in a hospital lies with whom? Who is responsible for biomedical waste in a hospital? C is occupier. All the hospital waste, who is responsible is that same hospital is the responsible. I have told that BBMP people will not come. Nobody will come. Hospital has to treat their own waste. State government, what they do is they will only check. State government will pose penalty. If any hospital is violating, state government will not clean. They will put penalty. Hospital has to have. Next thing, segregation of biomedical waste should be done at point of generation. It is called source. Segregation means what? Separating. If 4 bins are there, whenever you are using that hospital items, immediately you have to throw it in a separate bin. That is called segregation. That is the point of generation of source. Wherever this waste is generated, at that point you have to segregate.